Today, doing a Minecraft stream, just focusing on doing a starter base building stream. Just since that seems like a realistic goal for just a one-off stream. It's been a long time since I played this game, so I'm gonna need to refresh my memory a bit. I'm gonna pet cat and name it Mion. Not sure whether I'll find one. I think my first, or one of the first things I should focus on is finding crafting a bed. Of course, first things first is punching down a tree. Because of course, Minecraft is famously a game where you start by punching trees. I wouldn't even know how to speedrun this game. I know people do it, but the way I usually play is focusing on just building stuff, not a sheep. Hopefully the game's not too laggy. It feels maybe a little on the choppy side. What's one wool? There's two. First things first, dig a hole and survive the night. I find... If I'm actually at a bed, then it won't really be a pressing concern. That way I don't really need to worry about nighttime. In that sense, having a bed feels kind of overpowered. Wait, where did I even leave that crafting table? That's how much I'm paying attention. I think I was trying to log into Twitch through OBS and had to input a PIN, which was how I ended up accidentally turning on that toggle. And I didn't realize I had done that. But I guess I have to figure out where I want to build a starting base. There's some interesting terrain here. I'm thinking on the water is probably a good idea. Or at least near the water. There isn't really a good spot near it on this side. Maybe over here? Oh, hello, soul. We can use this area, it's pretty flat. Well, I guess the question is, what materials do I want to make it out of? A lot of gravel around, can't really use that as an effective building material, I think. Lots of birchwood. Lots of stone. Honestly, I don't think birchwood would really look that great in that spot. This... It's just oak. There doesn't seem to be much of it around. This is all just birch. Birch over there. And not seeing anything else readily available. And I guess I can make do. What is this stuff called? I forget. Not sure that I'm really gonna have enough of it to make a use. I think the main reason I want to try building on the water is so that I have... I just realized I've used up most of my hunger bar. Is having a... not sure what to call it. Basically a balcony to fish from would be very useful. And potentially look nice as well. I probably should make a pickaxe and start gathering stone. That way I can gather resources more quickly and actually cook some food. Don't want to have my axe break in the middle of chopping down a tree, because leaving one floating always bugs me. Just stick this over... Miss a large oak tree. Stick this over here. Oh, welcome thee. Always hesitant to kind of destroy the terrain in this game. They want to keep things looking nice. They don't have... Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of point in worrying about it too much. Get some ore stone in here. And hopefully prevent any monsters sneaking up on me. And try to break things in a way that still feels like it looks natural. Potentially. I really need to make a furnace. I've Hello, Shadow, and thank you for the health check. I need to get back to my crafting table so I can actually build a bed and sleep. I believe it was over here. Oh. Hopefully I didn't kind of screw myself already. I think I lost track of where it was. Let's just make a new one. Alright, health has been checked. Look good, and build my furnace. Start cooking this. Alchem freights. And just doing a one-off Minecraft stream today. Okay, really need to gather more materials so I can start building. Another pickaxe. Another axe. I totally blanked on the fact that I am no longer able to sprint. A bless and a curse. I'm still not sure whether those are supposed to just cancel out or gives me really good luck and really bad luck at the same time. Normally I would just be replanting these trees, but I don't think it's really worth spending the time on right now. Yes, going over things I think are probably important for a starter base are practicality for one thing. Being able to build it really quickly with readily available materials. Having it modular for easy expansion. And just looking nice in general, I guess. I'd say that's true of any base in this game. Hello, Boris. Also do it right here. Bit of on this sheer cliff. Not really. Well, you can. I have a general idea. I think what to do here. I'm probably going to end up using stone bricks to really be making some charcoal. Yeah, so it's fine. Like crazy, it's Minecraft, you can do anything. Oh yeah. The question is, what is that thing I want to make? I don't really have a ton of materials yet. I want something that can extend out this way, probably. Red kelp is a pretty good fuel source early on. I guess I could get some kelp. Let's see. Thinking... I want it extending up from here. I can... Probably one. Something here? And then I can have main... I don't know, is that a bit big? It might be a bit big. I also might just end up looking kinda silly. Only one way to find out, I guess. Let's go and start gathering more wood and stone. Probably going to... Bye. Trying to decide exactly what blocks I want to use for what. I'm guessing I want to use stone brick as the foundation. You can use planks and logs for the floors and walls, but I'm not sure which would look better as what. I honestly think I got kind of lucky having sheep around spawn. I could just easily make a bed. Rufus logs is usually what you do. Yeah, speaking of which, I'm not really sure what kind of roof shape I want to go for. I think considering the materials... Okay, I think I have a vision. Not really sure how to explain it though. Is that enough charcoal for now? I don't know. Welcome back. I'm going to need a lot now that I think about it. Let's just keep making more. And also let's make another axe. Not sure whether you've played much modded. I know there are a ton of mods for this game. I've tried a number of mods and mod packs. So I think at some point I realized that I spent so much time trying to engage with the mods mechanics that I kind of ended up ignoring a lot of the base game mechanics. I never really developed an appreciation for them, so I tried going back to vanilla and really is exploring what I can do. And I think it was honestly more enjoyable than trying to focus on playing modded. Mods can be fun, but sometimes you just like playing vanilla. Yeah, that's understandable. It's like a lot of people just don't really play vanilla and want to overload the game with mods. And they end up... It ends up just not really feeling like Minecraft at that point. I've gathered a fair bit of wood at this point, but still don't have much stone. I'm a little hesitant to dig out the ceilings of caves indiscriminately because the gravel could easily just collapse. There is a lot of it here. Welcome, Supreme King. And Zorshio. It is in fact time to mine. I thought I... Is that a wandering trader or something I hear? Kinda sounds like it. I'm not actually sure how well my game audio is picking up on stream. I'm not seeing one up here right now. Honestly, it might have just been a cow that I heard. Drama. Game audio is good. Thank you. Good to know. Nice. I'm just gonna go grab a little more stone. And then I can start on the stone bricks. Honestly, I should probably be making torches so I can see better and not have to worry about mobs spawning down here. Let's review time. Vanilla and modded Minecraft is ignoring the main game and tending your 10,000 acre fields and fishing. I mean, there are definitely interesting farming systems in this game. Yeah, let's just start on a stone. Let us gravel around. I feel like I'm mining very unsystematically here. Which feels very awkward to me. How's the crafting going? Slowly, I think. I don't think I'm making very quick progress here. I feel like there's any way to ignore the main game of Minecraft as long as you're playing it, since the game's about doing whatever you want. I guess that's fair. I'm just gonna keep gathering stone. Probably makes more sense to at least go strip mining. Hopefully find iron or something. That's really not what I'm focusing on right now. Pickaxe breaking sound jump scare. Yet, can definitely catch you off guard, I think. How much stone do I have? Not a lot. Is it worth it to make a second furnace for this? Probably. My flat bar is kind of a mess right now. I press the enter key mindlessly. But happens to me sometimes too. Or I'll be in the middle of typing something and I accidentally hit enter in the middle. Actually, oh, here's some iron. It happened to me earlier today when I was clocking in the Cage Lock Discord server. Which I'm not really sure when my next Cage Lock stream is going to be. Because... But something both Quake and I are going to need to be available for. And I think she has something going on next weekend. Should I? Let's don't actually make smaller bricks. Like Deep Slate does. Go ahead and start digging this out. I'm really not the best when it comes to being able to switch between items in my hotbar very quickly. Get this copper. I just smooth this out a little, I think. Is here. The sound that surprises you every time you hear it. And if you're kind of I guess focused on what you're mining or whatever and not paying attention to your durability, that's understandable. I think this game has a way of I guess relaxing you. I find this game very relaxing. So making some kind of tower here. It's a way of relaxing you. But then it hits you with cave noises. And those can be unsettling. But I think you do get used to them eventually, at least in my experience. Yeah, I really did not think this shape through. Might look a little silly. And to need a lot more stone brick than this. Like I said, I might have gone a little ambitious with the size here. Because I am going through materials very quickly. Seems like I could use some foundation. Now, one thing I always include in my builds is a spiral staircase. Specifically one that spirals upwards in a clockwise direction. Just for the historical accuracy. I probably couldn't get away with just off. Can't so just figure that out. Yeah, you generally want your staircases spiraling upwards in a clockwise direction, unless you're left-handed, in which case you want it spiraling the opposite direction. I don't think it actually matters in this game, but when it comes to medieval castles, that's how they were built, because if you're on the staircase defending from invaders from below, most people are right-handed, so they're going to be holding their sword or whatever in their right hand. So if you're higher up in the staircase, then your body is going to be protected by the central pillar, while your opponent is going to be going to need to expose their whole torso in order to actually use their dominant hand. And thank you, Bev, for the subscription. You yearned for the mines. How's fun in the mines, balls? Really? Do not have the materials I need? Also, I probably want to use logs for the flooring, which is going to be more costly than just using planks. But I think it's worth it just to get things looking nice. As you can probably tell, they tend to take very niche information and apply it where it really doesn't need to be applied. But I guess that just shows how my brain tends to connect things. Not quite time to sleep yet. Do the same thing in a lot of games. And sometimes it's just what feels natural, right? Great, let's get this flooring in. Or 50 plus hours of firearm knowledge being applicable nowhere. Yeah, it's probably applicable somewhere. I still don't look quite as good as I was hoping it would. I mean, it's obviously still early on in the build. I probably want to put the door like right here. And I probably want all windows rather than wide ones. That probably matches the builds a bit better. Is like good that those missing isn't missing? I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to. You try stripping logs to smooth it out? I guess so. That might help. You go to the heart I'm guessing you're talking about Slay the Spire. Not enough draw and not enough OP-ness is probably a better way to phrase that. The Zero Echo form with 2 energy relics, that is unfortunate. You're referring to putting things in builds and creation that have no practical purpose but would make sense historically? Oh, right, I see. Probably... don't want to... I don't think color windows... Well... color windows here is probably still going to look like it fits in with the rest of the build better. So that might end up looking a bit awkward. I'm wondering whether there's a big stream delay. Hopefully it's not too bad. The question is, do I want to have this extend out from here or higher up? Probably just from here. That would probably look better. You want to put these up regardless. I don't think there's much delay. It's probably not as bad as it has been before. That's also not saying a whole lot, I don't think. Alright, more stone brick, and I do want to start on some slabs. If I make this the front door, let's do something like this. It looks like ads are starting here in a few minutes. Now I can start on level. Need this here. I need to make sure there's room for your head when you take the stairs. You know, there. Wait. Yeah, that's wrong. Just want that there. And this is definitely in the way. Just need to take this slab out. There we are. Right over here. Thinking about it more. I don't think... I don't think... having this open is going to make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, ads are starting here, so I will take my break and be back in just a few minutes. Alright, I'm back and like ads are over. Yeah, it's part 2, so you just watched someone that cloned reboot the 500. Kill the door maker in his devour phase with letter opener? That seems whack. Game made iron ore harder to get. Just hard enough. Not be able to live comfortably off of for you. I see. I think... honestly... farms are just... cool things to build in this game. Probably should be building a roof. Oh yeah, yeah, that's how that worked. It was actually gonna be kind of annoying to build, I think. I need to place blocks underneath. And then put the logs on top of these blocks. Because just building them horizontally isn't going to work. I... And... Yeah, putting one there is gonna get in the way. It's kind of fun seeing how much you can just break games sometimes. And now I need to dig this out again. I really need to white up the place. I think lanterns look pretty nice. Yeah, I probably should use some iron to make lanterns anyway. Lanterns don't take that much iron, do they? Build this section out. And these sections out. Yeah, the way you build an iron farm in this game, at least an effective one, you're basically terrorizing enslaved villagers and massacring iron golems, which probably constitutes a war crime somewhere. I'm sure the Geneva Convention doesn't exist in the Minecraft universe. Welcome, Luke. Could always just use torches for now and replace them later, though. Just to light up the place. Not sure whether I'm going to need more stone. Yes, we'll see. The Geneva Convention doesn't exist in the Minecraft universe? Yeah, I think it's kind of silly when people try to apply real-world regulations to fictional universes. Because the whole point of the fictional universe is that it's different from reality. Okay, so I'm definitely going to need more wood. I probably leave this much. No. I'm not actually sure how this is going to look. go ahead and put another staircase level in. Yeah, that's not going to stay there. Need to take this down. I didn't go live so late when I played at that journey. The Cage Lock stream Friday. Well, we were having trouble scheduling with our opponents due to... well, largely due to time zone differences. And that's just what ended up working. Just need that there. Couldn't have done it earlier in the day for a number of reasons. For one, I was at work, and for another, I think one of our opponents was asleep. And then it was also even later in the day for our other opponent. Yeah, I need to go get more wood. Is, I think, the middle of the day for Kleka, though. Pretty convenient for her. Yeah, that's just kind of what happens when you try to schedule for an event like that. There are a lot of different people's schedules you need to plan around. Just gonna get more wood. That cage match. It honestly felt like it went a bit too smoothly for us. I was expecting a lot more resistance. Especially after Manor kind of hyped up our opponents, saying they're probably going to be the ones to win the cage lock. But we did just kind of bring a hard counter to, I guess, most of their best Pokemon. They still had their Marsh Tomp, which probably would have given us trouble. They just didn't bring it to the fight, because I guess what it's paired with just wasn't going to cut it. So, the last team did finally finish their first split after one of their members basically vanishing and needing to be replaced. Which is why that took so long. But we are... I guess now the only team left to be completely deathless. Can I give you a small recap? Well, basically, we used electric surge and did big electric attacks, and they died because the strongest Pokemon they brought were a Beedbarrel and a Noctowl, which are obviously weak to electric. Welcome, Sheena. Oh, I didn't even start on this wall. Guess he ran out of blocks for that. There we are. No, I think this is the part going to be a little awkward to build. Item. Build that out. I am also going to need to place slugs down here. Like that. In Pokemon Go, Noctowl is very good in certain... That's what combat power leagues. I really didn't think this through, did I? How do I make that look smooth? I don't think it's going to be easy to do. Yeah, honestly, the battling in Pokemon Go feels very... I don't know. Silly to me. Seems like the mechanics are very straightforward. You don't really have the same strategy that goes into something like VGC. Welcome, Pubia. I can dig this out. I need to make a new pickaxe first. Raggy would be good too. Yeah, I guess would expect my game to be fairly laggy. I need more stone. But I also broke my pickaxe. I surely should have thought that one drew a bit better. I have to make another stone pickaxe. Or wood pickaxe, I mean. Are you gonna stream Pokemon Champions? I don't have that game. I heard that it is coming out on mobile at some point, but I don't have a Switch to play it on currently. And honestly, it's probably not the kind of game I would stream. I have no reason to dig up this dirt. And I considered streaming more competitive games, but I don't really think that that I don't really have the time to dedicate to getting good at a competitive game like that. With how much I'm focusing on challenge running. You just want your Pokemon streams back? I don't know about that one. Pokemon is... I don't know, it feels... doesn't feel that great to play to me anymore. But it's Cobblemon. I don't really anticipate getting into Cobblemon. Doesn't really seem like something I'd want to get into, honestly. I don't think I want to place more of those up there at the moment. Great, I think what I need is to build out here. Honestly, this probably isn't going to be how I want to do this. And of course, most of those end up dropping. How do I do this? I need to place these down. I can click the logs on top. And then probably go down and grab everything that fell, as well as clear out the planks that I left. What am I planning on streaming from now on? I'm still streaming Run and Bun. Still streaming Dungeon Defenders. Obviously working on the cage lock. Doing other miscellaneous stuff sometimes. Like obviously this Minecraft stream and the geek stream I did. I've been wanting to start on a let's just build all of these. I've been wanting to start on a Wizard 101 challenge, but I feel like that would just be too much to get into at that point. Don't really want to be doing too much at once, especially on top of editing. This is not going to be the easiest thing to build, is it? Let's place these here. Actually, it should be fine. Be further over here. Yes, that works. Kind of wish I had an axe. I should craft more of those. I also need some sand so I can actually make windows. I should probably build it. Put a door in. I still don't have one of those. Go ahead and make 2 axes. If they actually put enough sticks in. Velvet door. I was thinking about, and I probably don't, or can't afford to get into redstone here. It'd take way too much time. I have got... I think I want to... go ahead and put this lip in to make sure spiders can't climb up. Always something to consider building in this game. Or consider when building. It's not gonna be high up enough for anything to walk onto, is it? No? Just need more stone as well. Back to gathering resources, I guess. Back to the mines. Get more riches up so I can see. Never thought of a spider barrier before? Have you not had to deal with spiders climbing up your base before? They go. Good luck and have fun. Thank you. That's a nice night, I think it is for you. Next time you play, keep that in mind. Yeah, last thing you want is spiders in your base. It's not really important if your base is completely sealed. But if you have any kind of open area, which I think is often nice to have, then you are going to need some kind of spider blockade. Or they can also just be annoying to listen to. They're crawling around on your roof or something. Probably put this torch in a better spot. Yeah, so it's fine. Not really. I think that's called andesite, the white stuff. I don't really care about collecting that. Yes, we'll just mine around it. You just light up the entire hillside. And I guess that kinda works. Or that's also just a lot of torches that potentially don't look the nicest. It should be enough stone for now. Go ahead and gather more wood. Oh, it's hideous. Yeah, probably not the ideal solution then. I also realized that I haven't really been putting myself in danger at all despite this being a survival game, but... And it's not really necessary, I don't think. Depending on whatever it is you're trying to do in the moment. I'd say it's not very conducive to my current goal. Military. I'm doing alright, I think. How about yourself? Your rating danger is a valid way to play the game? I guess so. I mean, the combat system in this game isn't exactly in-depth. And I don't think the mana kill... As I've said, I think the biggest appeal of this game is just making stuff. Minecraft PvP can get really complicated, but fighting monsters is basically caveman bonk with club type stuff. And it can get more engaging at times, but if you're just fighting a single zombie, then it's not going to... And there's a mom that ain't try to kill me. Yes, that works. Also, I didn't realize there was a cave right there somehow. Not sure how I missed that. You probably could a few torches up. Nice free stone. I got a little bit. But I exploded in a spot where I'm not really worried about needing to repair the creeper hole. Since that's just the mouth of a cave. Probably not going to be using these saplings at all. One thing I was wondering about is whether it's worth making a community server for people to play on. But that honestly sounds like kind of a hassle. It's like people tend to lose interest in this game very quickly after playing a bunch in a short period of time. And it's kind of a meme, the whole 2-week Minecraft phase. But I think the bigger concern is just moderation. Your little server has been collecting dust. Yeah, I played on it a couple times, but never really got going. I'm honestly not sure why. 'Cause I've spent a lot of time on this game. But I think on a multiplayer server, part of it is just how active other people are on it. I'm more inclined to play if other people are around to play with. But that's more my experience. Obviously, I'm playing alone right now. And not really having any issues because of it. My server can't start dead so it can gather any momentum. I remember joining it and then needing to wait for daytime before I could actually do anything. Alright. Now... I think it builds more stairs. This might be more than I need. Just need it to wrap around the building. I was thinking that I thought I heard another creeper. Okay, I guess that wasn't enough. Need 6 more. I actually... Try to get the right block, please. Need to wait for a few more stone. Two more now. That's just a matter of finishing this base, I guess. I can... fix this. There we are. Wait, did I just completely miscount how many I needed? I might have. I feel like there's something I should do down here. Just for decoration. My server's still up until December. I mean, might need to hop back on it. Yeah, so again, feel like I have too much I'm doing. I think I need to collect some sand for some glass. I'm definitely going to want some kind of I think ramparts would probably suit this build the best. I'm running out of food. I should just go collect some sand. Probably make shovels for that. I just collect the sand in the water. If I'm swimming, then it will take longer to dig up. I'll just look for meat. Like for sand over here. Not very much, but as long as my feet are standing on something, my head is above the water, I should still be able to dig this out pretty quickly. Not really sure how much sand I need though. Didn't really think about that. Honestly, that might already be plenty. Since you get kind of a lot from crafting pins. I also probably should have gathered some sand earlier since... Why is this just floating here? Since... having a stack of sand just for... basically using as scaffolding or for pillaring downwards is very helpful. Let's just stick that in there. Build some more stone brick. They want... I'm probably going to want to put a lip on the tower as well. Yeah, this looks a little junky. Probably shouldn't have the ramparts wrap around like that. Doesn't really make that much sense, to be honest. They can stick to... this? And then... has more up there. Keeps this open as a fishing spot. I'm not actually sure how well this will work considering how far up it is. Only one way to find out, I guess. Hopefully gonna reset the world too. Haven't you spent time building stuff on there at least? Make some panes, put the windows in. At least... Now let's do the one that's up here first. Might look a little silly with the ramparts here. Yeah, but you won't miss it. It's ugly. I see. I definitely understand not being happy with what you've made. Need a little more glass. Wait, do you think I'm almost done building here? Another ad break starting in a few minutes. That should be plenty. That looks alright, I guess. Not as nice as I would have liked. It's definitely functional, at least. Hey, I don't want to put these up yet. I need more stairs. So I should probably put a pressure plate in. Yeah, probably need more than that. If there's anything I'm going to need more of, it's probably going to be stone. No, I can... build around here some more. Probably run to my bed. Good enough for now. After starting, we'll go ahead and take my break. Be back in a few minutes. Right, I am back. I really don't need more glass, do I? I really don't think this is going to take too much longer. Definitely work on decorations a bit more, though. Oh yeah? So that should be fairly easy to put in. We'll take to mine more stone. Guess we can dig from this hole. No real reason not to. Realistically, I should be putting up a lightning rod just to protect it from... Just to protect the base from catching fire due to lightning. I'm not actually sure how common that is, I just know it's possible. I've never had it happen to me personally. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to need. Probably just mine out the Slayering Call again. It is kind of weird how when you craft stairs in this game, you spend 6 blocks to get 4, and each one is only about 3/4 of a block, depending on whether it's just flat like this or a corner. Seems like you should get 6 or even 8 from doing that. Go ahead and get all that in there. That might be enough. I'm not sure. It didn't count. Also, let's be honest, this build would probably benefit from having more doors. I'm too short. And honestly, when I had the idea for this build, the viewing angle I had envisioned was from out on the water. We'll have to see whether it looks or how it looks from that angle. And that's done. Go ahead and turn the ramparts up here. I think I'd probably punch these out. Which would also mean adjusting this. Which might end up looking better, I'm not sure. But now I need slabs. I also need to actually move stuff into the house. I am out of food. I should probably fix that. Axes honestly work pretty well as early game weapons. Obviously, if you're enchanting, swords are going to end up being better in the long run. But when it comes to just basic bare bones materials, axes probably work better. That's probably why speedrunners tend to use them. Not sure how many of these I'm going to need. Equip that for now. And it probably should eat something at least. There you are. I can put these in. And Akira. Yes, that is all I ended up needing. It looks a little off though. I just need another slab to put there. I also still haven't put the texture plate in. Should probably do that. Actually, it looks kind of off. Since it doesn't match the floor. Maybe I should have used planks for the flooring and then logs for the walls, maybe? Oh well. I could go look for iron, make into lanterns. The torches should probably work fine. This is supposed to just be a starter base. Looks a little off. Oh well. I'm not exactly an expert builder. Or torches way up here. Go ahead and put some around like this. And yes. And then around here. Let's build a boat and see how it looks from the water. And we can actually move stuff into it. You're a dolphin. And there it is. I mean... I think it looks... alright. Not super impressive or anything. Stripping the logs might make it look better. Probably not much point in breaking that. Right here. The tower really doesn't look all that circular. It's hard to make circles in this game. Maybe if I It really feels like I should do something with PE. Really not sure what to call it. I probably have enough blocks on me to do this. Oops. Was not paying attention. I think that looks a little more natural. Let's go bring stuff inside. I really did not gather much in the way of materials. I was very focused on just building this. Cut the thread. I don't know. I was originally planning on having it in a section of the tower. It doesn't look like any particularly good spots for it. But let's put these here. Because why not? And that is everything I have. Not sure there's really anything left to do on this now. And I could probably polish this up. Let me work on that. Some more stairs. Probably need more slabs. Welcome, Lime. If you're alright with being called that. Let's cut that out. I think that looks better. Better than it did, at least. Part of me feels like there should be more space inside. I also think that if I made it any bigger, it would probably just take too long to build. And of course, you can always just expand it downward into the ground if you don't want to bother building up more. can also make a mine and automatic farms down there. But anyway, I think that's it, really. Starter base is done. It'd be fairly easy to expand on it as needed. Very shelterous from monsters. I guess I can just call it here for today. Part of me wants to try fishing from this, but I don't have string for a fishing rod. I guess I need to find someone to raid. I will look at that. And while you're spending night one in a cave and the cobblestone barricade, to be fair, that took me much longer than a single day to build. I was just skipping nighttime, really. Let's just trade Supreme King since he's streaming. Okay, well, thank you for sitting through me building this. Not really planning on continuing in this world. I could very well just upload this world save to a server and continue that way if I really want to. Next one, I'm not really sure when it's going to be. I'm anticipating it's going to be over the weekend, either a Cagelock stream or a Dungeon Defender stream. Guess we'll have to see how that plays out. But as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.